Buhay Online, Chikahan at Kaalamang Pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, Chikahan at Kaalamang Pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating TechieMommy, si J.C. Bautista.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm 3 minutes late po dahil I had to fix my setup here because naghang-hang. I had to reboot my computer. But anyway, maraming salamat po. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. At of course, dito pa rin po tayo sa Buhay Online para pag-usapan ng mga kaalaman at latest news on technology, especially the ones that apply to us and our lives dito sa Pilipinas, of course, especially itong pandemic na to, okay? We've been talking about breakthroughs, we've been talking about yung mga discoveries, tsaka yung mga developments sa larangan ng technology. Of course, yesterday we started to talk about yung mga latest inventions at saka yung mga yung scholar na papadala sa Japan ng JICA, yung si Charleston ba yun? I think, yes, from UP, papadala his staff, part of the faculty of UP, papadala sa Japan para mag-aral ng space technology or aeronautics. At saka yung mga, pati yung ginawa ng DLSU sa eskwelahan, at saka yung mga breakthroughs niya sa mga medical studies. And today we're gonna talk about more sa mga developments, no, dito sa ating bansa. Talking about the medical field, na unang-una na natin pag-usapan is in the medical realm. Unahin ba natin? Sige, yung TIMS or medical release, ang TIMS Connect, diba, ang imaging. Nowadays, ginagamit ang AI, mga robotics na rin sa ospital, right? So, pati rin sa imaging, okay? Ang technology, ang latest, okay? At nung annual meeting last week ng Association for Medical Imaging Management, nagkaroon sila ng annual meeting. The TIMS Medical Division of Foresight Imaging announced the release, ito pakita natin, announced the release of imaging contact. Let's talk about breakthroughs in technology, alright? Also, before we start, no, I wanted to start on a happy note, pero at the same time ko po kasi meron din sad note itong ating balita today because I'd like to extend our condolences to the family of the father-in-law of my sister, Jenny Bautista Winnicky, si Tito George Winnicky, his brother, Alfredo Aldiguer Winnicky passed away po kahapon. Our condolences to the family of Tito Freddy. And also, happy birthday, ano ba yan, death and birthday. But anyway, ay nakalimutan ko yung listahan ng birthday ko. But yun na nga, condolences to the family of Tito George Winnicky on the death of his brother, his eldest brother, si Tito Freddy Winnicky, father of Dina, Myron, and Alfred. Okay, our condolences po, at saka si Tita Vicky, condolences po. Okay, so back to our reality, which is Buhay Online news and development. We're talking about this latest development sa medical field ng imaging. Okay, the TIMS Medical Division of Foresight Imaging announced the release of TIMS Connect, TIMS Connect, a major enhancement to the TIMS medical video platform. This is a collection of the state-of-the-art hardware and software products that allow medical professionals to record, edit, and archive medical images, diba, ang galing, tsaka video, as well as share and collaborate with fellow practitioners. Diba dati yung mga listahan lang ng mga gamot nasa book. Ito ngayon yung mga images na pa-file na, oh. News of Teams Connect follows the company's introduction in November 2020 of Teams MVP 4.0, the fourth generation product for high-resolution recording, di ba? Review, analysis, editing, labeling, graphic annotation, and archiving of medical imaging studies with synchronized audio. Nung araw, di ba, microfiche ginagamit sa library para magtumingin ng mga images. Pero ito sa hospital naman, yung x-ray, di ba? Ang galing. Yung digital images na ito, masasave na. Okay? TIMS medical systems are widely used for imaging and diagnostics in radiology, speech language, pathology, and ENT for modified barium swallow, or MBS, and FEES, fiber optic endoscopic evaluation. See? So lahat na pwede nang gawin ngayon digital, right? Hello everyone. I'd like to welcome our friends to the show. I do not see your names, but I see the numbers of people watching. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Pasok lang kayo. Pasok po. At pag-uusapan natin ng mga latest breakthroughs sa technology, araw-araw, developments sa Philippines and the world because it's applying naman to us, right? So we're talking about the digital imaging breakthrough, okay? This Teams Connect, okay? Ayun na nga, yung gamit ito yung doon sa modified barium swallow tsaka yung FES or fiber optic endoscopic evaluation of swallowing studies. Further, yung TIMS or TIMS medical systems are frequently used to support imaging for general endoscopy, interventional radiology, gamit din itong imaging na to, ultrasound and surgery, and the required die-compact DNA connectivity. Ang Teams Connect is a software add-on to any TMIS MVP system. Ito makikita nyo. Oh. Yan ang Teams Connect. Tara! Diba? It is a software add-on to any TIMS MVP system that provides instant, real-time collaboration from within the procedure room. Habang nagsa-surgery, no? Colleagues can join from any hospital computer. Ang cool, di ba? Pwedeng i-share to participate as a study is performed. How cool is that? I'm getting goosebumps. Di ba? Grabe, pwede ka nang, di ba, napapanood natin sa mga yan, sa Good Doctor, sa Grey's Anatomy, sa Dr. House, yung nasa para silang peanut gallery, nanonood sila ng surgery. Ito, pwede ka na rin manood virtually. Ano ba yan? Sobra talaga ang technology, right? So you can participate as the study is performed and optionally control the in-room TIMS MVP system to record, edit, and review the study. How cool is that, right? Built-in webcam support adds a movable window with a two-way audio and video for face-to-face communication or to provide a remote view of the procedure room. Ano ba yan? Grabe. Grabe ng technology, right? Teams Connect creates a remote collaboration experience that removes the feeling of being remote. Ang features pa nitong Teams Connect, software add-on for any TIMS MVP system, real-time video transmission from any modality, whether they are fluoroscopes, endoscopes, or ultrasound. Oh, my goodness. Diba? Yung ultrasound, pwede mo nang, parang nakalan, pwede nakikita ng iba tao at nakakaaral. Two-way live video, two-way live webcam video and audio. Oh, wow. Utilizes existing hospital networks. Okay? Remote user support with VPN and secure and encrypted. As its name suggests, okay, ang TIMS Connect facilitates unprecedented connectivity and collaborative capabilities amongst medical professionals. Di ba? Ang galing pala silang mag-consulta to each other, yung mga doktor, mga surgeon, and professionals. Through its use, clinicians can quickly and easily consult with experts within the hospital system, as well as supervise procedures remotely from any office via a secure network. Di ba? Ang galing. Galing yan. That's Teams Connect. Alright? Okay? So that was that. Sunod naman natin, ano pa, dito sa medical field, okay? Sunod naman natin is yung virtual reality technology makes MRI a new experience. Wow. Let me just see, okay? Let me just talk about this. Ito naman, virtual reality technology. Okay, baba ko muna tong isa. Tapos na tong si imaging. Thank you very much. Okay, dyan pa muna. And i-focus naman natin si... Ay, wala pala akong image na, but I'll just talk about it, right? Virtual reality technology makes MRI a new experience, okay? Researchers from the King's College London, okay? Uy, nag-aral si Rufa dyan, created a novel interactive virtual reality system to be used by patients. Oh my God, when undertaking MRI. Diba yung MRI? Nakapagpaka-MRI na ba kayo? I thought before hindi ako matatakot mag-MRI kasi naalala ko na sinamahan ko na si Rufa magpa-MRI. Feeling ng claustrophobia yung feeling niya. Meron akong kakilalang nakakapanik sa loob. Pero I didn't think I was going to feel the same way till I had an MRI. For some reason or other, yun na nga. There's parang feeling of claustrophobia pag nandun ka na, pinapasok ka na sa parang, di ba, tube na yun. Para daanan ng x-ray, whatever, every part of your body. From your head to toe. In a newspaper published in Scientific Reports, the researchers say that they hope this advancement will make it easier for those who find having an MRI scan challenging, such as children or people with cognitive difficulties or those who suffer from claustrophobia or anxiety. Kasi nangyayari talaga yan. Nakaka-claustrophobic yung MRI eh. Parang feeling ko nasa coffin, pero ako ilang beses ako in MRI because of when I had the accident on my knee, right? And natakot ako nung nandun ako. Akala ko, it's only for what, 15 minutes or so? Pero yun na nga, dapat mo pikit yung mata mo kasi feeling mo pag binukas mo talaga, para ka nasa tube, nasa loob ng submarine or something. In normal circumstances kasi, MRI scans fail in up to 50% of children under 5 years of age. Kasi nga, bawal kang lumikot eh. Hindi ka pwedeng gumalaw at all. Kasi yung laser o yung nagska-scan, gagalaw siya. Hindi siya magiging accurate. So, you really have to be still, parang patay inside the MRI machine. Okay? So, ang mga bata, hindi pwede dito kasi restless. No? Alam nga namang itali mo sila doon. Which means that hospitals often rely on sedative medication, yun na nga pinapatulog, or even anesthesia to get children successfully scanned. These measures are time-consuming and expensive and have their own associated risks, diba? From a neuroscience point of view, it also means that MRI-based studies of brain function are generally only ever studied in these vulnerable populations during an artificial induced sleep so that they may not move, di ba? Hindi accurate pag pinatulog mo naman, okay? Sabi ng lead researcher, si Kun siya, na may PhD, at he's from the School of Biomedical Engineering and Imaging Sciences sa King's College sa London. Having an MRI scan can be quite an alien experience as it involves going into a narrow tunnel. Yun nga sinasabi ko, parang chute, parang tube, a tunnel, with loud and often strange noises in the background. True. Parang yung latay, may kumakalampag, parang may nagpupukpukan, nakakaano sa... Yun nga, parang kang natatakot kasi parang binabang-bang niya yung... Parang ka nasa loob din ng drum. Alright? Tapos may kumakalampag ng drum, okay? Tapos that's why, and you have to keep still because you can't move because hindi nga magiging accurate yung pagtama sa'yo ng scan or laser or whatever it is that's taking a picture of your image, right? You have to be as still as possible. And kids are restless. That's why it's hard for them to go through MRIs. And even adults nga na may claustrophobic feeling. We were keen to find other ways of enabling children and vulnerable people to have an MRI scan, sabi ni Shan. Our interest in virtual reality specifically came from the simple observation that when someone is using and then immersed in a virtual reality environment, or VR, they are entirely unaware of their surroundings. We thought if we could make a system compatible with the MRI environment, it could be a very powerful alternative way to successfully scan these challenging populations. Ano kaya yun? habang nasa loob ka ng MRI, ibang images makikita mo o makakanood ka ng TV siguro para matanggal yung attention mo na nasa loob ka ng tube. So, I think for kids, that will work well, right? Kasi habang nakahiga kang ganun, nanonood ka. Parang pila lang sa Disneyland, di ba? Yung pila sa Disneyland, tuloy. Patalon-talon talaga ako. I'm really like this. Feeling ko talaga. I have an attention disorder. But yeah, sa Disneyland kasi diba, they have put mga parang videos and things to look at and see habang nakapila ka sa Disneyland. Lalong araw talaga, oras-oras para pumila sa isang ride lang, especially yung Space Mountain. So, naglagay sila ng mga pit stops or things to look and see or do while you're waiting online. Siguro itong virtual environment kay-create sa MRI, dun nga sa visual. No? Let's find out. Let's read on, okay? So sabi nga nila, we thought if we could make a system compatible with the MRI environment, it could be a very powerful alternative way to successfully scan these challenging kind of people, right? To provide patients with an immersive VR environment, the researchers developed a special, ayun na nga, VR headset and is unaware of that can be easily used inside that MRI scanner. Yun na nga sinasabi ko. Susuot ka ng virtual reality para hindi mo na mapansin yung nangyayari. Manood ka na lang para hindi mo napansin yung mga kumakalampag dyan at na nasa loob ka na. Bukas mo ng mata mo para kang nakakulong o nasa nicho, right? The headset is designed to be light tight so that the user cannot see their surrounding environment at all and is unaware, sabi ko na pala, tama ang aking assumption, of visual reminders of their position, okay? Once the system is properly positioned, the system's projector is immediately live, providing immersive content, sabi, tama, and the VR experience is then continuous from that point onwards until the patient is removed at the end of the examination. Brilliant, no? Talaga naman It makes sense. That's what I mean. So yung attention nung pasyente, napunta na doon sa pinanonood niya at hindi na sa kanyang environment na nakakulong doon sa MRI machine. Once the system is properly positioned, the system projector is immediately live, okay? At magpapadala na yun ng images para yun ang makita ng nakahiga doon, okay? The researchers say this and other measures are highly effective at removing the sense of being inside the MRI scanner, as their visual scene is completely replaced with the VR environment and through creating congruence with the other sensations that are perceived during MRI examinations, such as yung kalampag na scanner noise, tsaka yung parang kasing yung table movement and table vibration actually. Pero hindi ka naman gumagalaw. Yung lang, nag-vibrate yung parang sinasakyan mo na tunnel or tube na yan, okay? Parang nga feeling mo nasa spaceship ka rin, nasa loob. Yun na feel ko talaga parang nasa submarine ako. Ayun pa, mas feeling ko. Okay? So far, this has been done by including elements in the visual scene that indicate that construction work is in progress in the virtual world, which could account for scanner noise and vibration. Galing. So, kunyari, pinanonood mo na sa construction, kaya malakas, may ingay para wag mong kasi unnerving talaga yung ingay Blug, 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 blug. Pero kinakalampag niya. And you could hear the parang striking of the metal. Kasi metal yun, encasement na yun Metal ba yun? Basta, maririnig mo yun ang kinakalampag talaga. Parang ginigiba nila yung tunnel na yun. Alright? Yung sound na yun. Okay? One of the main novelties with this system is that the users can interact with the virtual world just with eye gaze. Oh my God, so scary. How we do things in our day-to-day life. So, parang naka-Google glasses noon, no? Tapos, tinitignan mo lang, nagpa-participate ka na rin sa virtual reality na nakikita mo. Goosebumps again. Talagang grabe yung technology, no? The breakthroughs and the developments are just amazing, okay? Using their gaze or just by looking at objects or areas in the VR environment, so the user can navigate through the virtual world. Oh my God, sa mata lang. Kasi hindi ka nga pwedeng gumalaw, hindi ka pwedeng bumaril-baril doon. Gaya ng mga laser tag or whatever. Or yung mga games sa video games. pero yung mata lang ang gamit. Oh my goodness, okay? Using the gaze, the user can navigate through the virtual world to select such as films and games, oh my gosh, and to initiate or terminate a video link to their companion. Paano kaya? Pipikit kasi ko, tung, tung, para piliin mo kasi nga hindi ka makagalaw pero nakikita mo. Oh my gosh, kakaloka yun ha. Merong mga menu doon pero yung mata mo na lang ang pipili. Galing. That is the future. Okay? The latter means that an anxious patient can interact at will with a companion or carer at any time during their examination via a webcam. Okay. Okay. So yun, navigate mo yung virtual world to select films, games, play, and to initiate and terminate a video link to their companion carer. Oh, makakontak pa yung kasama nyo. No? Kung bigla kang ninervous, gusto mo, I want out of here. Okay? It means that an anxious patient can interact at will with a companion or yung caregiver niya at any time during this MRI exam via a webcam with microphone and a display monitor installed at the consult area. Wow! So, pwede mo kang marinig nung kamag-anak mo kung gusto mo nang pasundo dun sa MRI machine. The researchers say that next steps for the system is to develop content and test it with real patients, okay? Developing the right content is crucial. As for the system to be effective, it needs to maintain a subject patient's attention and their sense of immersion for as long as possible. As this content is likely to be very different, syempre, case to case to, no? Depende sa edad and cognitive capabilities, getting this right and tailoring it for customized for different clinical and study populations is the next step, sabi ni Sian, okay? Ang co-author, si Tomoki Arik, Dr. Tomoki Arik, said, we are very excited about the possibilities that the systems opens up for what this system will open up for vulnerable and important populations like children and those with cognitive difficulties, and those which might mean they can't normally have an MRI scan without being put to sleep. Not only could this make an enormous difference for everyday clinical practice, but it also opens the way for us to gain dramatic new insight into how patterns of brain function, behavior, tsaka social skills develop across our lives. Very good, no? Great. Okay, my source for this information is the Imaging Technology News or ITN. Okay, na online, right? This is the latest news on magnetic resonance imaging or MRI. A novel virtual reality technology makes MRI a new experience. Very good. Good job. Galing. Okay? So, I'd like to welcome our friends to the show. I can't see the names. For some reason, ito na naman yung OBS ko. Ayaw gumana. Pero, ayan, I'm monitoring from Facebook. Thank you so much for those who joined us today. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta at sana po supportahin nyo rin po lahat ng mga shows namin dito sa Broad Streamcast Communicators, no? Monday to Sunday. Ako po naman ay Monday to Friday lamang. Alright? So, ano ba ang sunod natin pag-uusapan? Alright? The next thing we're going to talk about naman is about health pa rin. Ito, health and technology kasi tayo. From yesterday, tinutuloy natin ang ating health and technology news around the world, again, of course, as it applies to the Philippines, right? Yung meron ng COVID-19 telemonitoring tool adapted to prevent heat-related illness, okay? Rome is using technology to combat health risks caused by climate change, okay? We're talking about climate change here as it affects, okay, our world, right? Sandali lang. Hold on. Well, time first. Time first. May ganyan ko lang nasabi ulit yan. Bata kami. Noon. Ito pa, di ba? Because of technology, kahit ang medicine, pwedeng telemedicine. Paano kaya yun? Okay? Telemedicine, alright? Ito meron sa news. Telemedicine in Nepal during COVID-19. Oh my. Okay, sa Nepal daw, telemedicine gamit. Ano kaya yun? Alright? Currently working in a COVID ICU, nakapag-experience na itong mga tao. Wait a minute, okay? Telemedicine sa Nepal. Oh my gosh. There's the nurse that she was a doctor pala said that currently she's working kunyari sa COVID ICU in a tertiary center sa Kathmandu. She has experienced how difficult it is for the health system to manage the patient load. A month ago, dito sa Nepal, ICU beds were fully occupied. Ventilator alarms would set off time and again, indicating low flow as the hospitals face shortages of oxygen supplies. Emergency rooms were very occupied and patients waited in lines or queues to receive oxygen. Yung iba nga, di ba, namatay na sa kakaantay ng kwarto or ng oxygen, right? Oxygen supply was getting scarce, emergency rooms were over-occupied, and patients were waiting in lines for oxygen or just to be checked up by the doctor. Para ka na din i-check up, magantay ka talaga, right? At such a desperate time, telemedicine is a noble initiative. Okay? So, telemedicine, what is it? Okay? Alamin natin, okay? Hold on. Aha. Anong nangyari dito? So sorry. Bear with me please, okay? Kasi, lahat naman, di ba? Yung ano nga doctors, di ba? Merong app doctor. Of course, meron na tayo ngayong virtual consultation, okay? What is telemedicine, okay? In this regard, all right? Telemedicine, ano ba nangyari dito? It's part of yun nga teleconsultation. Dahil na pwede na tayo kasing kumonsulta ngayon virtually sa mga doctor. Bakit ba ayaw yung computer ko? Ilang beses na ako talaga kasi ay nahahack because I am online 24/7 and all sorts of viruses go into my computer and all sorts of people hacking and all sorts of people asking me to add them on Facebook, okay? Simply defined, okay, what is telemedicine? It allows patients to communicate with a healthcare provider using technology as opposed to physically, of course, visiting your doctor's office or hospital. Ayun na nga, with the advent of technology, with telemedicine, you can discuss symptoms with your doctor, medical issues, and more with a healthcare provider in real time using video. Ayun ang ibig sabihin nun, okay? How is telemedicine used in the medical field? Using telemedicine software, okay? Patients can see a doctor for diagnosis and treatment, excuse me, without having to wait for an appointment. Okay. Ang patients can consult a physician at the comfort of their home. Lalo na ngayon nga, stricter protocols tayo. We have to just resort to this, okay? The concept of telemedicine and telehealth could be still new sa mga raming tao, pero it is already happening now, okay? Does insurance cover telemedicine? Well, check your current provider. All you have to do is ask your insurance kung covered nga yung ganyan doctor's visit na yan, di ba? So telemedicine simply is the remote diagnosis and treatment of patients by means of telecommunications technology, okay? And what does telemedicine mean in this COVID-19 area, okay? To decrease contact with healthcare facilities like hospitals, di ba? Dahil sa takot natin at praning na mahawa, ito ang solusyon, yung telemedicine, right? Kasi nga, we don't want social distancing dapat, tsaka in some cases talaga, yung pag-aantay mo sa ospital, sa emergency room, or pila-pila kayo doon, you know, hindi mo talaga maiwasan na baka doon ka mahawa sa pag-aantay mo ng kwarto, which reminds me na naman sa what do you call this, the disheartening thing that happened to my friend Claire de la Fuente, right? That she was in a tent for 2 days before she was able to get a room dyan sa Las Piñas, sa Parañaque. Hindi na nga siya umabot sa room niya. Actually, she was waiting for days and she had COVID-19. Pero she went to the emergency room. Finally, nung magkakakwarto na siya, dinala siya sa emergency room dahil nga inatake sa puso. Anxiety yun at depression, right? Of having to wait, right? Na alam mong may sakit ka, natatakot. She got depressed pa, having no companion there. Kung meron tayo nung Teams Connect dito sa Pilipinas, at least makakausap niya yung kamag-anak or somewhere. But it's really, really disheartening. So, kaya nga ito, yung sa mga nagkakasakit nowadays, ayaw nila pumunta sa ospital, nagsa-self-medicate sa bahay, or even COVID-19 for that matter, di ba? Not because the hospitals are not taking in all COVID-19 patients. Una-una, wala ng kwarto, wala ng space. So, yung mga may mild cases, and I know this for a fact because I have some friends and relatives who did this, they were sent home. They tested positive, but they are symptomatic. So, they're asked to quarantine at house. Yun. 2 weeks kang magka-quarantine, layo sa pamilya, pagkain mahiwalay. And sa awa ng Diyos, gumaling. Okay? Kasi nga, even other countries like Japan, they only take the serious cases in the hospital. In fact, in Japan pa, they prop up yung kanilang pag-isolate, they prop up kunyari nag-test ka positive. I had students who I was conducting the class with him sa hotel niya dahil doon siya kinwarantine ng hindi siya pinapasok sa ospital pero pinwrap up naman siya sa hotel where he stayed for 2 weeks till his COVID got better, and which he did. In fact, when we were having lessons, it was his day 10 na niya doon sa hospital at bumalik na yung panlasa ng estudyante ko. Pero yun, nagla-lesson dahil libre wifi, libre yung hotel niya, pagkain sa Japan yun, okay? So why telemedicine now? Why not, right? To decrease your contact with healthcare facilities, pati sa mga ibang pasyente, tsaka yung mga staff na alam mo naman sa ospital na ang virus ay talaga nasa paligid lang, nasa damit nila or anywhere, kahit naka-PPE, nandoon sa kanila nakasakay yung virus. Pag ikaw nag-aantay, di ba? You run the risk talaga of getting infected, nakakatakot doon sa ospital. Speak with your doctor to determine whether telemedicine is appropriate for your health needs. Kung kaya, di ba? Case to case naman kasi yung pwede mo i-consulta virtually Di ba? Hindi nga ako makapaniwala merong virtual dentist. Oh my God, paano mo ayusin yung ipin ng pasyente mo from afar, right? Anyway, what are the benefits of telemedicine? Okay. It allows you to talk to your doctor live over the phone or video chat. Okay. Number one. It also allows you to send a receive message. It also allows you to send and receive messages from your doctor using chat messaging or email. Ano pa? It also allows for remote monitoring of patients. And it saves time on travel, and transportation costs. It saves on travel time and transportation costs. Ano pa? It reduces waiting time for services. Hindi yung oras-oras ka buong araw ka nakaantay doon, right? Hanggang sa yung anxiety, mga nag-build up at gumrabe sa kakaantay mo. Okay na lang oras pero days. Bumalik na naman ako, naalala ko na naman si Claire. Ilang araw nag-antay sa tent, namatay na nga doon sa tent. Hindi na nakaparating sa kwarto niya. Okay? So, when can you use telemedicine? Okay? To contact your healthcare provider about the management of your health generally or about management of an existing health condition during the COVID-19 outbreak. Okay? So, kailan pwedeng gamitin yung telemedicine? Yan, dito sa pandemic na to, pagka meron kang urgent need to consult sa doctor mo, gawin mo na, right? What types of care can you get using telemedicine? Well, pwede yung mga screening ng COVID-19 tests, testing recommendations, and guidance on isolation or quarantine. General health care, wellness visits, blood pressure control, advice about certain non-emergency illnesses like common rashes. Okay? Ano pang klaseng telemedicine na pwede mong makuha? Prescriptions for medication. Ayan. Ako, yung prescription ko nakalagay sa phone ko. Nalalakihan ko na ng pakita sa butika. to show the pharmacy that my doctor wrote me a prescription, right? Everything's virtual, right? Nutrition counseling, yeah, you can do that too by video cam, right? Mental health counseling, so the same. You can just do a one-on-one video call with your psychiatrist or with your nutritionist, okay? So how do you connect with a healthcare provider to schedule a telemedicine visit? Call your healthcare provider to check if they're offering telemedicine visits and what technology you need to have to do a telemedicine visit, okay? All right. So that's the effect of telemedicine and that's what it is, okay? Very good. So napag-usapan na natin yan tungkol sa health, yung mga breakthroughs sa health, alright? Dito pa, ito sa Pilipinas naman, merong, ano ba to? Mosquitoes, it is a mosquito trapper. This tech gadgets, okay? We're talking about tech gadgets, okay? Let me show you what it is. But, i-ano ko nga. Ito naman, it's called Zap, okay? This is a mosquito trapper. Teka, kunin ko. Sandali lang po. Bear with me. These are the latest breakthroughs. Okay. Finally, something that actually works and keeps the mosquitoes away. Alright, tingnan natin. Ayan. Okay, konti na lang. Hold on. Sandali lang po. Konti lang. Okay, ito na. Kunin ko na ha. Ito yung mosquito trapper naman na gadget. So, sige, sa pag-reformat ko ng sarili kong show, yan. We'll talk about breakthroughs. Parang yung newspaper column ko before, right? When I review gadgets, I talk about technology breakthroughs and news around the world, of course, and as it applies to us here too. Okay. So, this is something for the mga lamok. Di ba dati yung may ilaw na ganun, tapos parang may electricity. Di ba? Tapos, parang electricity. Tapos nakukuryente yung mga insects na mga lumilipad, mga not kuliglig, what do you call that? Gago mo? Na lumilipad-lipad, right? Hold on a second. Ngayon, meron ng ganito, for mosquito. This is for mosquitoes. Oops, sorry, narinig niyo tuloy. Well, that's not so bad. If you can hear that music, that is a song about camaraderie and there you go. Here. All right. There you go. Okay, yan. Yan po ang zap. Tawag dyan ay zap. Right? Di ba? Ang tawag dyan ay zap. Alright. The zap is for mosquitoes. Okay? Bakit nawala yung zap ko? Nasaan na si zap? Where is zap? Where is zap? Hold on. Bakit nawala yung zap ko? What is it about? My God, what happened? Zap is a mosquito killer, in other words. Yun lang naman. Simply put, it is a mosquito killer. The latest thing, okay, that you can have for your homes, right, is this mosquito killer, okay? It's called the Zap, okay? Bakit nawala? Anyway, so yan ang itsura ng pamatay ng ng lamok, okay? Nawala yung description ko ng Zap ko. Anyway, so there, that is the mosquito killer. So it traps it there, nakukuryente rin of course, tapos patay yung mga lamok. Okay? Tahimik siya, hindi siya maingay, right? Portable pa. Okay? Alright, there you go. That is the Zap. So, breakthroughs and technology that we're talking about, ito pa isa. Tara! Alright, let's talk about this. Oh, I know why things happen. Hold on. Oh, meron pa tayong pati dito back. Okay, look at this picture, all right? Si Valerie Lopez is a celebrity or an influencer. She is seen in a cell phone screen as she poses for pictures with photographer Michael Davis during a photo shoot to make content for her OnlyFans profile in Caracas on December 1 last year. Young Venezuelans use the English content subscription service OnlyFans to overcome the economic crisis. Okay? Ang sabi dito sa news na to, which was like a few days ago, from San Francisco, United States, OnlyFans is a website. Okay? Ang OnlyFans is a website. Ayan si Valerie. Ang OnlyFans is a website known for its racy content. Racy means sometimes vulgar, sometimes it's whatever sensitive material. It gained popularity during coronavirus pandemic lockdowns. Okay? So, sinabi nila, OnlyFans na website will ban sexually explicit content in a new policy starting October. Buti naman kasi nga, kahit malalaswan, napapalabas dyan. Okay, dito, lumalabas yan sa OnlyFans, ONLYFANS. It is a website, OnlyFans website, okay? The British-based company that claims some 2 million content creators who earn money from their videos and photos said it would still permit nudity. So, allowed ang nudity dyan sa website na yan within its acceptable use policy, which is still being defined as we speak, okay? OnlyFans statement said the changes were being made in response to concerns from its bankers and investors as it seeks to broaden its audience beyond adult content to features such as cooking and yoga. Mas wholesome naman ang gusto nila i-focus on kasi sumikat tong OnlyFans na to sa kung ano-anong mga klaseng mga pinapost nila dyan, whether it's malaswa or violent material or whatever, okay? Starting October 1, OnlyFans will prohibit the posting of any content containing sexually explicit conduct. Okay? Sinabi nitong sa statement. Creators will continue to be allowed to post content containing nudity as long as it is consistent with our acceptable use policy. Siguro, for art's sake, kunyaring nudity, papayagan. Pero paano segregation? Siyempre, yun na naman. Yung mga nagsisensor nun, yung nag-check nun. Manpower kailangan dyan para makontrol lahat. Pareho rin yan ng mga text or post sa Facebook na pinapaalis ni Biden nga, di ba, yung mga nega tungkol sa vaccine. Of course, that entails a lot of work and money, again, to do that, to filter everything that is posted in the millions and trillions and billions of posts that happen on Facebook every day. That requires manpower. Okay? So, siguro, nagdagdag ng mga trabahante yung Facebook para lang screen isa-isa at makakita ng negative thing about the COVID vaccine dyan sa Facebook. Okay? Dahil nagalit ang aming presidente na sa Amerika, si Biden. Although marami naman ngayong galit sa kanya dahil sa pag-pull out ng troops sa Afghanistan. Ayan, lumihis na naman ako sa topic, pero kasi nga, di ba, hindi maiwasan because this is news online. Everything online, we have access to things easier nowadays because of technology. Okay, so going back to this OnlyFans website, OnlyFans will consider sexually explicit content, but noted that it will be sharing more details in the coming days. We remain dedicated to our community of 130 million users, can you believe it? And over 2 million creators that have earned over $5 billion on our platform. Oh my gosh, makasilip nga dyan sa OnlyFans na yan. Kung paano vlog ba? OnlyFans, which has been a long-time favorite of porn stars, oh my gosh, seeking to earn money from performances, gained popularity during the pandemic with sex workers connecting online with customers. Oh my goodness, sabi ko pupuntahan ko pa. Yung pala, meat market yan, as in MEAT. At mga porn stars, doon binibenta ang kanilang mga video. Iba yan. But OnlyFans recently launched a suitable for work channel offering videos focused on areas such as fitness, music and cooking, competing with platforms such as Facebook that allows creators to earn money online. Okay? So yun pala, porn site pala yung OnlyFans. Ano ba yan? Diyos mio, kala ko pambata. The news comes after yung Pornhub operator, MindGeek, revised its policies this year after facing pressure from payment processors concerned by reports the online service was posting illegal content online, including child pornography and rape videos. Oh my gosh, shut this down. This is so sinful. Itong mali na talaga eh. Yan nga, like palagi kong pinapaalala na technology can either work for you or against you. And ikaw personally, tayo na dapat makarealize kung paano natin gagamitin ng technology for good. Okay, to do good and for our good, for our development, for our kabuhayan. Huwag yung ganyan na mga kababuyan at kabastusan. Pero talaga yung porn na associate na talaga yan sa sa internet, right? Anyway, so that's the latest breakthrough on that. Okay. Next, kahapon, di ba, pinag-asapan natin itong past few days, yung mga Filipino na nag-excel, pati yung mga virologists na papauwiin from other countries, right? Para to be part of the first Virology Institute sa Philippines. That's exciting news, okay? Tsaka yung De La Salle, it held its first virtual conference on biomedical engineering. May exhibit doon. Okay? Oh, doon naman sa nagtatanong tungkol sa gamot. Okay, kanina sa health. Tungkol sa mga gamot na nababalitaan nila that people are taking to help them through being a COVID patient. Isa na doon yung ivermectin. Tsaka yung linwa. Ako, uminom ako ng linwa, yung Chinese medicine. Ito, where's my linwa? Here. See. I take linwa. Hindi ako endorser ng linwa. I mean, I'm endorsing na it works for me. Alright? Tara! Linwa. Pinapatay niya yung virus sa throat mo. Mararamdaman mo eh. It's like a burning sensation, right? 24 tablets. That's linwa. Pero yung ivermectin, di ba? Yung clinical trials ng ivermectin na gagawin na itong legal. Okay? Ivermectin clinical trials is supposed to begin in September. I hope matuloy na. Okay? Tapos pinag-usapan din natin yung hybrid electric train na nilaunch sa Isabela, right? Sa Ilagan City. Okay? Ano pa? Well, okay, tapos na tayo dun sa medical, alright? What about, hold on. Yun, digital banks, okay? Meron tayong mga digital banks. Ito, bangko naman, banking. The Monetary Board of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, has decided to limit, okay? Ito, based on the news, on GMA News Online, alright? The Central Bank of the Philippines, ang daddy ko po, my deceased father was in Central Bank for many years. My father was a director of Import Commodity Classification Office sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas po. Doon po siya nagtrabaho ng maraming taon hanggang sa pag-retire niya po. At siya po yung director ng SICO department ng araw. Okay? So, kasi naalala ko dahil itong news natin ay tungkol sa Bangko Sentral, okay? Regarding digital banks, okay? So, in a virtual briefing on last Thursday, ang BSP Governor Benjamin Diokno said the Monetary Board decided to cap the number of digital banks in a meeting last Thursday, August 12. Limiting the number of digital banks will allow the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to closely monitor the performance and impact of digital banks to the banking system and their contribution to the financial inclusion agenda. We need to ensure kasi daw that there is healthy competition among the banks, enabling them to offer innovative and competitive financial products and services. Kasi isa sa mga naging trabaho o negosyo pa rin na patuloy na nagproliferate dito sa pandemya, of course, is ang banking. And e-banking for that matter. Kasi nga, ayaw na natin lumabas para pumunta sa bangko physically to go inside. E-banking po ay maraming ginagawa ng maraming tao. Pero with e-banking, also connected na dyan a lot of iba-ibang klaseng modes of payment, right? Yung GCash talagang maalago rin sa gamit, right? GCash has become a robust platform where people can pay for bills, order food. O GCash talaga sumikat din, right? So the central bank approved the recognition of digital banks as a new bank category. So separate ng category ng digital banks from other classifications, right? Digital banks are defined as banks that offer financial products and services that are processed end-to-end through a digital platform or electronic channels with no physical branches. So, e-banking nga ito, in other words, okay? To qualify, banks must meet the minimum capitalization of 1 billion pesos. So yung mga physical banks, pwede silang mag-apply to be digital banks. Pero yun na nga, ang kailangan ng requirements, minimum capitalization of 1 billion pesos, and will have to follow all the fiduciary rules imposed on other bank categories. Okay? Sandali lang muna. Okay. Alright. So yun, the Monetary Board has so far approved 5 digital banks. Okay? 3 of these are new digital banks. Ito ang mga bagong digital bank. Ang pangalan ay Uno Bank. Okay? Union Digital Bank, and GoTime. Pero yung Time, T-Y-M-E. And 2 are existing banks that converted into digital banks, which is Overseas Filipino Bank and Tonic Bank, T-O-N-I-K Bank. There are also 2 applications currently being processed and, if approved, would meet the 7-bank limit, providing difficulties for banks, okay, just now considering to apply for a digital license. If you submit an application at this time, because we have made it clear that it's on a first-come, first-served basis, your chances of getting in are very slim, because that assumes that the 2 pending applications that are being processed will be disqualified or that they will not be able to comply with all the requirements. Itong sabi ni Joke, no, okay? If you are thinking of applying at this time, there are a lot of documentary requirements and you may not be able to do that in the next couple of days. Moving forward, sabi ni Jokno, the limit will be implemented for the next 3 years as the central bank establishes its regulatory powers over the digital banking sector. If there's a need for lifting the limit, we will do so. But if our judgment is 7 is enough, then there will be no additional digital banks in the future. So 7 pa lang ang limit ng digital banks. At sabihin, at i-mention ko lang ulit, ano itong mga na-approve? These are the new digital banks. The Monetary Board approved ng Central Bank. Uno Bank, okay? UNO Bank. Union Digital Bank. And GoTime, which is Go plus TYME. The 2 existing banks that converted into digital banks are Overseas Filipino Bank and Tonic Bank. So 1, 2, 3, 5 na yun. So meron pang opening for 2 banks. Yun ang pinapag-agawa ngayon na seat. Alright? Very good. Okay? So yeah, so there. Those were our breakthroughs in technology today that we talked about, right? And also, mayroon pang mga discoveries tayo pag-uusapan in the next coming days. Ito nga, itong OnlyFans na to, di ba? Yan na yan. Yan yung mga explicit videos na yan na hindi dapat tinitignan. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me today again. Maraming salamat po sa mga sumama sa akin today dito sa aking programang Buhay Online. And of course, you are free. Please feel free to email me, message me, topics that you want to talk about or you have questions on, okay? And of course, we will forever and daily now be giving you reviews, and then of course gadget reviews also, and also the latest news and technology. Hindi po natin yan papalampasin. Pag-uusapan po natin yan dito sa ating programa. At para dun for those also who want to contribute, right? And be and talk and be a resource person dito sa show, please feel free po to message us and let us know, okay? How you can help share information regarding making lives easier through technology, of course. Okay, anything that's related to technology and advancement and development and applicable sa ating buhay dito sa Pilipinas, please feel free po to offer po, to be a resource person just message me, and of course, or send us message through Broad Streamcast Communicators page sa Facebook po. And we are already on YouTube because immediately after our broadcasting here, we are transferred to YouTube. So kung gusto nyo balikan po yung mga past episodes namin na pinag-usapan dito, or mga balitaktakan with resource people, which I'm going to be having in the next months pa. Kasi po lahat ng tao busy, yung mga resource people ko ay lahat may kanya-kanyang pinagkakaabalahan. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala, we will have guests on the show to help talk about issues online. Alright? Thank you so much for joining me today. At sana po masarap ang lunch nyo. Ako po masarap for sure ang aming lunch today. Adobong pusit. Tapos deep fried hito na may buro on the side. Di ba? Sarap. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And please always remember that in the end, 3 things remain. And that's faith, hope, and love. Right? Faith, pananampalataya sa ating good Lord up above. And hope, while bumawala ng pag-asa, that tomorrow will be a better day for everyone. Excuse me. Makati yung throat. And love, love, love for mankind. For everyone. And always pray. Thank you very much. Have a good day po. Salamat. Kita-kita tayo ulit bukas. Thank you.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.